Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Commissioner Chuy Garcia went to the polls today. They joined about 110,000 people who have voted early at the polls, more than double the number who cast early ballots in the first round of voting. After Garcia voted, he lamented the gun violence that killed a 16-year-old on the south side last night. And after Mayor Emanuel cast his ballot, he visited a school on the west side, touting plans of local tech companies to hire 1,000 new workers this year. But neither mentioned a news report about the country's biggest bond insurers who now may refuse to guarantee any more City Hall borrowing.
A dramatic move that would worsen Chicago's financial crisis, and that has our political editor, Mike Flannery, fired up tonight. Mike.
Well, Jeff, the Wall Street Journal story compares us to Detroit, which I think is ridiculous, but there's a lot to be alarmed about in this story here. Chicago has deep dish of debt woes. If you pay taxes here, then you should also start paying attention. The Wall Street Journal report said 3 companies that have insured billions of dollars worth of Chicago government bond borrowings may soon stop. Those insurance policies are critical. They guarantee investors will be paid even if the city defaults. Without such insurance, international financial markets could stop lending money to the city of Chicago and to its public schools, or demand outrageous rates of interest. Here is why that's so scary. Long-term borrowing is usually used to build or repair long-term assets, including bridges, roads, and water treatment plants. But without much public notice or discussion, former Mayor Daley began using long-term borrowing for operations, such as a back pay agreement with the police officers union. Mayor Emanuel's continued the practice, even as he has cut in half City Hall's deficit. Emanuel's also tackled the biggest cause of the crisis, unfunded government employee pensions. He negotiated with dozens of unions a deal to fix 2 of City Hall's 4 pension funds. It requires money from taxpayers, and it reduces benefits for city workers. It's been challenged in state court, and now it's at the heart of Chuy Garcia's campaign for mayor. He says it is unfair to reduce retirement benefits, and that is a key reason public employee unions back Garcia. The bottom line is it's going to take more revenue to solve this crisis, and that will undoubtedly mean tax increases. The question that will be debated after next Tuesday is what kind of tax increases, how big will they be, and what role will Governor Rauner and the General Assembly play? Because, Jeff, the governor, the state, the city face exactly the same issues, very similar issues, and the international bond market is sending us all a message: solve this mess.
You've been covering this for a lot of years. How long have we, and by we I mean the state, the city, the county, how long have we been putting off a solution?
The mid-'90s. The mid-'90s is when the General Assembly and the then governor in Springfield passed the ramp. It actually was a Republican governor and Republican-controlled House and Senate that passed a ramp. The state's unfunded liability is now over $100 billion. When they passed that bill, that was a pension reform bill, it was only $17 billion.
2 decades, so you say enough is enough.
Enough's enough.
Enough is
yep,
enough.
The markets are saying it. No more games.
Okay. Mike Flannery fired up. Dawn?